What up, what up, what up?
Hello, everyone.
It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, it's
Hey.
a party.
I thought you were going to do it.
What you're not going to, I'm not feeding into your negativity. Not feeding it and not feeding into that negativity.
It's not negativity, you know.
I'm not going to feed into your constructive criticism. I'm just not. I'm just not. What up, misguided hoes?
Yes. Hello to everyone out there in the world. You know, thank you for tuning in to another, like I was saying, podcast with your girl,
B Baby and
Velvet. Yay.
Yes. Welcome back to another episode. We running and we doing.
Yes, moving and grooving.
Yes. Hope y'all are having a great week.
Yeah.
Hope you are checking in with one another.
You know, mental health is important.
Yeah, and it's a lot. It's warming up outside. That means some people's getting busier at work. So that means stress could be increasing for that. Or some people, while a lot of people like the heat, some people don't. Some people, the heat stresses them out. Check in on your folks. Make sure they good with whatever they got going on.
Facts. So while we're talking about what's going on, how was your weekend?
I had a really good weekend. Overall, I took a trip to Philly this weekend.
And she didn't bring me back to no Philly, y'all. Even though I said it like 3 times.
And I didn't even get to Philly while I was in Philly.
Which is crazy. But yes, I said it several times and she just forgot about me. But continue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, went to Philly. What I do Friday? Went to this rooftop bar, which was really nice and cute. It was new. It just opened up. It's at the Moto Hotel by Hilton on 19th Street in Philly. It's real cute. It even has like a retractable roof for like if it's raining and stuff.
Oh, that's cute.
But it was really, really, really nice and cute. And then afterwards, found a hookah spot to go to. I haven't done hookah in years. But they were playing some like real good music, and everything for the most part was kind of within walking distance of where we were going. So then Saturday, I decided to just kind of go on foot and explore Philly. Wandered into this nice place that I had lunch at. Tacos seemed to be a theme for my weekend. I had a bunch of different tacos from different places. The rooftop bar Friday night, I had tacos, and I had tacos for lunch.
Taco.
Yeah. And then I went to like this Japanese garden, which was really nice. They even had like a house that you could go into that kind of emulates what you would see. You had to like take your shoes off, very customary. But it was really sweet. You had a really big koi fish pond. Had a nice, like, garden area. I got to see what a lot of plants look like food and stuff. Like, I got to see what asparagus looks like as it's being grown. I don't know how I anticipated asparagus to look. As it was growing, but it wasn't that. Like, apparently, like, you have to, like, chop asparagus at a certain height. Or they, like, grow, like, really tall. Like, it's weird. I don't know. I just wasn't expecting it. And then Saturday night, went to like an authentic Italian restaurant, which was real good and yummy. And then ended that night by going to this bar called The Raven. It was real cool. It had 4 different floors, 4 different bars and music playing and kind of atmosphere and vibes. So it was real cool. I enjoyed Philly. Philly did me well while I was there. And, spent Sunday. I drove back Saturday night in the wee hours in the morning. Sunday was literally just spent relaxing because I drove overnight from Philly to Virginia. So I was tired. I think I left it from Philly at like 2. Got back to Virginia about 5:30. When I got back, I think I slept until like 1-ish. Woke up for a bit, went back to sleep until like 6. Which bumped my sleep up last night. I didn't go to sleep last night until 4. So, yeah, just recuperating from the weekend, but the weekend was good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Weekend was solid. What did you do?
Nothing. I did nothing. Friday night I had Jamaican.
Ooh.
And hung out with the friends. And then Saturday I worked some OT.
Oh, OT.
Uh-huh.
Never much love when they go OT.
Really?
I need a one man.
I'm done. And then really chilled Saturday. I can't remember what else I did. I think that was really it. And then I was supposed to go fishing Friday and or Saturday, but both of them got canceled because of weather and other things. Sunday I was going to do some OT, and then I said after that, and I didn't. See, I'm good. I didn't sign up for it, so it's okay. I was just gonna pop in, do a couple hours, but I said no, I'm good. So I chilled, did a little bit of writing. My sisters came over. My mom's birthday was yesterday, so to celebrate her birthday while she's in heaven, we made one of her favorite meals. I just hung out and chilled for a couple hours. And
What'd y'all make?
Fried fish, macaroni and cheese, potato salad, cornbread, and lemon cake.
That's a nice solid meal right there.
Yeah, her real favorite meal is liver with rice or mashed potatoes, but mainly rice and gravy. However, none of us eat liver except for my youngest sister. And I do not. I absolutely, liver is just, I can't.
I haven't even tried it. I don't have intentions of.
Yep. No. No. It's not for my lifestyle, not for me. If you like it, enjoy it. But I will not make it, and I ain't eating it.
Yeah.
So, no. So I told them, that's our favorite meal. That's cool. And so I was like, well, we could have steak and pretend it's liver. And they were like, no, let's just do fish. And I was like, all right, I'm down with that because she loves fish. So,
okay.
So that's what we did, chill. They drank a little. I didn't drink anything. And I just, once they left, I had a craving for something sweet, but not too sweet. And I just didn't feel like getting up to do anything about it. So I think I went to sleep.
Oh, I forgot. So Friday, I did an interview, and your girl secured a new job.
Look at God.
Yes.
And she leaving me, y'all.
Yeah, we're not gonna be working together at this current moment. We can speak in fruitions and futures, but we're not gonna be sidekicks no more in our current respective.
I'm sad. I'm gonna be all alone. Oh my God.
Yes. So sounds like some pretty well-rounded weekends.
For you, mine was boring as fuck. And it's not bad all the time, but I wanted to do something one of the days. But
she just ain't popping when we in town, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
She just don't get popping when we not together.
I don't know what's going on, bro. What is wrong with the world? Like, apparently we got to be together to have some type of something.
And you gone this weekend.
Facts, but I plan on having a motherfucking blast.
What am I gonna do? You gonna be gone.
You said your friend coming to town?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I did just get news that my best friend who had the twins, she's coming back to town with the babies so that I can see them. She's got some family stuff she's got. So yeah, no, you're right.
It ain't gonna be fun,
but no, someone will be watching them babies for the night. Someone's watching them babies for the night, and we getting out.
Okay.
We finna get out.
We'll follow up on this next week, y'all, and we'll see how Fee Baby got out the house or not.
Girl, I actually wouldn't mind sitting in the house for a weekend. I've been on the go for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
Solid. So I actually don't mind just sitting in the house if that's the case. If it's good weather. I know we had some kind of touch and go weather this weekend.
Yes, it was trash.
If we have some better weather this weekend, I'm definitely finna be outside doing something.
Yeah. Hopefully the weather where I'm going is good. I don't have time. I want to go do something. I haven't been there. Ever been there as an adult? No, I haven't. So I'm excited.
Cool. So there's that. While we've been out and enjoying, the world still operates and still turns and things still happen.
Facts. Hopefully y'all had a great weekend. Because I can't remember if I said that at the beginning. But if not, it's always this weekend.
Right. It's always the next day. It's always this coming weekend. It's always tomorrow. You just got to keep pushing.
Yes. Well, I guess we're going to go ahead and jump in. Unfortunately, something happened this weekend. Well, on Friday, Biz Markie passed from complications with his type 2 diabetes is what they're saying.
Right.
Which unfortunately.
So something that I noticed, something that I feel like is a commonality. Unfortunately, before Biz Markie officially passed, there were people reporting on his death prior to him officially passing. And it just made me think of like how they did with DMX, like reporting that he had passed before
he even passed.
Yeah, I mean, at the time that they were reporting that for DMX, and I'm assuming Biz Markie as well, it seemed like in a critical condition with their health wise. But
that's totally different.
Right.
Than dead.
Right. So it's just sad that, like, for one, the families are not able to handle this type of grieving on their own and even prepare for the death on their own without people like swarming around them and trying to be in their business. Because once people get a whiff of like they're in the hospital and they're not doing well, people are constantly on you and like want updates all the way up until like they pass. So I think it's a pretty messed up way to like have to see someone go.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, and I think it's very important. I think it's very unfortunate that he passed away from type 2 with diabetes. I think it's very important for people to really hone into that though and key into that because I think a lot of people do not take
their diabetes seriously.
Absolutely.
At all.
Absolutely.
And they do things they're not supposed to do and eat things you're not supposed to.
Lose limbs.
Yeah. There's a lot. All of that can go into play. Yeah. So it's very important to make sure that you are staying healthy or as healthy as you can be. If they gave you rules for whatever it is that you may have, not even just diabetes, for anything, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, they gave you things to follow them.
Yeah.
Because you can't be mad at nobody but yourself after that if shit started happening.
Yeah. And I don't know.
I'm not talking about
what situation. But yeah, if you have health concerns or something's going on, really key into what it is. And if there are things preventing you from being as healthy as you can be, especially with the diagnosis, therapy is for many things. A lot of people do not give the proper weight and acknowledgement to how a lot of these health conditions are brought on a lot of times, which is from poor eating habits, which stems from stress and not knowing how to regulate your stress or trauma-induced. And so your health tends to suffer from it. And then you have these diagnoses that, ultimately carry with you for the rest of your life if you don't get them under control.
Right. So please make sure y'all out there taking care of yourselves. We got to be misguided hoes, but not misguided in that way.
Right. You gotta keep it. You gotta make sure you're focusing on yourself in all aspects. Right. So rest in peace to him. I hope his family is able to find, peace or whatever that looks like
for them.
Yeah. So rest in peace, Biz Markie. He gave a lot of like really interesting. Like I remember him from like Men in Black.
The scene with him and Willow Smith in the mail room or something, right? Yeah. That was funny.
He's had a lot of source of comedy for folks.
Yeah.
And like lightheartedness.
I think probably his most favorite song is Just a Friend.
Yes. Yep. I think he was definitely introduced to like my generation, to our generation
with that song. Yeah. And everybody back in the day was singing it. Dang, just no friend. But facts, literally now that is absolutely it.
Yep. Well, switching gears entirely, bringing life into the world.
Oh, okay. Who we talking about?
Miss Dani Leigh has officially announced and confirmed
is she pregnant?
Her pregnancy publicly.
Yeah, even though everybody already knew it, but yeah.
Yes. She's been, and I always think it's a weird, like, obviously I've never had a child, so I can't really, like, I can only try to imagine. I can't really put myself in somebody else's shoes like that. But I just think it's kind of, it seems like as if she did not feel comfortable sharing her pregnancy. And some women, period, just may not be. I don't know if her certain circumstances made her uncomfortable too. I know a lot of women in the beginning are very indifferent about like how their bodies are early on in the pregnancy. Some are still trying to figure out how they feel about the pregnancy. So there's a lot of emotions early on. But she, ever since she's done come out and let the internet know she's pregnant, baby, full throttle. I've seen so many pictures. She's had a baby shower, I think.
I saw the pictures where she was on a rock or something.
Yeah, I think that was her first official announcement. She's then had like a baby shower where a whole bunch of people were
I'm
there.
happy that she's embracing it.
Yeah.
Regardless of the unknown possible who the daddy is,
right,
question mark that is still there. You have to embrace it. You're gonna be the mama regardless. So.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. There hasn't been any type of mention of
the confirmation of who the daddy is.
Right.
Because everybody speculates is, the baby.
We shall see how that works out. I think that's going to be very intriguing. Like, what if he's not the father? Everyone's pegging him as the father. I think.
Well, because around the time,
right? Absolutely.
But that may have been one of the reasons they broke up.
Maybe.
So it's a lot of different things. So it's an unknown question mark. Whoever the father is, especially if it's the baby, I hope that you was there for your child, regardless of how things are with you and her.
Right. No, I agree.
As well as for whoever the male may be if it's not the baby. Be there for the child, because that is who needs you. But other than that, yeah. So I'm happy that she's embracing it, and hopefully it comes out as a healthy baby boy or baby girl, or, if it's twins, then twins, I don't know.
Right.
But a healthy child or children, and, live your best life. Enjoy it.
Yes. Yes.
The first couple months going to be rough, I'm going to tell you right now, okay? Right now.
Girl, these babies is popping up. These quarantine babies ain't no joke.
Big. So, while we're talking about babies, are we done with that?
Yeah.
So, you know how on Facebook you get these, like, different things going to happen, like, within the next 5 years? Have you seen it on Facebook? Like, you do a little quiz or something. Like, you basically click on it and it tells you. So, it says, these are things going to happen with you within the next 5 years is what came up. So, someone else's came up and it said, get married, have a child, something else, right? So I was like, let me see what mine say. Jokingly, because them things be fake as...
Y'all be putting intentions out in these worlds.
Bitch! No! I threw that shit away. This bitch say 2022 pregnant. Yes, because that's 2022 pregnant. 2023 pregnant again. 2024, guess what? Pregnant again. 2025.
No way.
Pregnant again. 2026, it said another child. No. Bitch, I said, fuck all of this. I said that bitch so good.
5 children.
5 children. I think that
in 5 years.
I wish I could see my face right now. You understand? I was like, fuck that. So I went back in, and I was like, that wasn't there for someone else's profile, because that wasn't mine. So I went back in, and, oh, my bad. Let me correct it. It says 2026 pregnancy with twins.
Jeez Louise, it does say another one. Oh, my gosh. Damn, that's
DJ Khaled was in there. Another one. I was like...
You've been able to avoid pregnancy for how long after your son? Just to fuck it up back to back to back to back to back?
Come on now. But you know me. That is a hell no. Hell no.
To the no.
Hell no. When I saw this, I said, bitch, absolutely not. And so I went back in and did another one. So I was like, the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. And I'm like praying over my phone and everything. Take that shit back. And then I did another one that says, you're going to, something about money or business. And then it said money, 2026 millionaire. I said, I claim it in the name of Jesus.
This bitch want to claim what she want to.
Fact.
And disclaiming away what she want to.
Yes. I'm telling y'all on today's date, which is June 19th, 2021, I will not be having 6 more motherfucking children. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I just had to put that out. Because you're talking about babies and that just popped in my head. But girl, I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, I got to stop taking these things. Because I rebuke it. And it rebukes.
I think Nick Cannon just had his babies. I think he just had twins, and then he had another baby too.
Yeah, he decided to have the best life of his life and populate the world.
I mean, he says it's intentional. He did an interview with somebody. Who was it? I think it was Young Miami and JT. And I think Nick Cannon had asked JT what her relationship advice for him would be. And she said, wrap it up. He goes, I mean, they all intentional. Ain't no kid I've had that wasn't intentional. Like, it ain't like, I mean, I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I think he's trying to populate, because, you know, he has lupus and stuff, so maybe he's just trying to make sure that his footprint is left on this world if something was to occur.
That's a lot of, I mean, everyone's, you know,
he got the money for it, you know, do what you do, baby.
I'm just curious about, like, what the relationship setup is. Is the relationship between him and any of the mother of his children? Do the mother of the children have relationships at all with one another? Like, are they cordial? Is there, like, a sister-wife situation? Like, what's the sitch between? And, like, when the mother who got pregnant with the twins and the one who just had the other baby, were they aware of each other being pregnant? Did they have a conversation about getting somebody else pregnant around the same time?
I definitely think that he is open about it.
Right.
So I would have to say that they would know. Because he was just, like, they were literally pregnant at the same time. So I don't think that I think the people he's having sex with probably know about the other one. I don't feel like he would need to lie about it.
Right.
And especially because he's very public about all of his stuff. And he's had pictures with all the babies and the baby mamas and has had, like, all these, what's it called, like the photo shoots and stuff. So I would have to say that they would know. Because otherwise they're going to find out that time, and that's just stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
So I don't think that he is stupid. So I would have to say that they're already aware of the situation. So I don't know. But I guess we will see.
I'd be interested to know if he had, like, a grand scheme plan of, like, how many children, like, he ideally wants. Yeah.
I think he has right now. He has the twins with Mariah. He has another one with some other girl. He has the
twins that he just had.
And then he has another one with another girl, I think. And then another one on the way.
You know what? Let's just ask Google real quick, because I feel like we've estimated 7 before, and I think he said no. That's not how many kids. Like, he has less than that.
Well, at least you know he got 5.
At least.
Because I know he has 2, and then there was one with another person.
Oh, no, you're right. He does have 7.
Oh, look at me.
I feel like for some reason I thought like 7, and for some reason I don't know where I thought, but no, you're right. He does have 7.
The twins.
Oh, he's 40. I didn't realize he was 40.
He getting up in there. Up there over the age.
He's getting up in there and up in them guts.
Yeah, thanks. He's up getting all the fucking done. He's
getting up into everything.
I'm up in my age and the children in the world.
So yeah, that's the baby spirit. V having about 6, 7 of her own.
Negative.
Over the next 5 years. She's trying to beat out Nick Cannon. That's what it is.
Absolutely not.
You're in a race against him?
Even if I had Nick Cannon money. No. Absolutely not.
They say it takes a village.
No.
Of your own kids.
Guess what? No. Guess what again?
No. Got it.
Absolutely not.
That was fairly predictable.
That Facebook shit was full of shit, and I rebuke it in the name of Jesus, and that's the end of it. I don't give a fuck. We're moving on, because I ain't talking about no babies no more.
There was some really beautiful first time established on some covers here recently.
Yes. Well, we have Meg and we got Candace Parker, right?
Yes. So Candace Parker was on the cover of NBA 2K The Game.
Which is the first woman.
Yeah, she was the first female basketball player on the cover of NBA 2K. Yes. Yes. Very happy for her. WNBA getting the notoriety it deserves in the basketball league.
They definitely don't.
They definitely don't.
Yeah.
So happy for her, being able to showcase that, put that on, and, help contribute that and break those barriers for women in the field of sports assist. And as you mentioned, Meg Thee Stallion, along with, Leyne Bloom. So Meg was the first female rapper to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Okay.
And then Leyne Bloom is the first trans woman to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated. So go them as well. That's pretty big. For one, again, a female rapper, so she's not necessarily like an athlete. Correct. She is someone who I've seen a lot here recently of her like really focusing and homing in more on her physical fitness. She doesn't really talk much about like her food journey, but she talks more a lot along the lines of like what she's doing physically to stay fit. Yeah, and to thin down or to tone up, if you will. And then, that just being someone who's now crossing over from the music world, she's now getting more visibility. Yeah. And then with, Leyne Bloom being the first trans woman on Sports Illustrated, I think that speaks volumes as well. I'm happy to see more inclusiveness for that community as well. So, and Meg looked the fuck good. Yeah. She looked very good. I think she had like a beige type swimsuit on, like a bikini. Yeah.
She looked good.
Go Meg.
Well,
she's doing it.
Meg's always been in shape, though, I would say. She ain't never been, well, at least, that we know her as.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, but we want to, showcase, spotlight these beautiful women for, doing the first and, getting their faces out there. So there was Mr. Young Bleu had posted a tweet, and I just kind of wanted to have a dialogue about it. His tweet was pretty much the essence is, if you want to remain faithful, you have to stay off social media. First of all, from this tweet, I found out he has a whole wife. I didn't realize he was married.
Did not know he was married either.
I had
specific moment.
This exact moment, yeah. So it was through that tweet that I realized that he was pregnant. But
pregnant?
Damn it.
What?
Married. I don't know.
Hold on, rewind.
You
got something else to tell me because I'm confused.
No, I'm over here just not in my right mind. We're talking about so many kids. Talking at least about 12
now kids on your mind, huh?
No, ma'am. They're not. They're not.
We're going to have her take the test, y'all.
No, ma'am. No, the fuck you
not. That shit going to come back pregnant with triplets. Pregnant.
You still got to be fucking to be having kids. That's not. That's not. I'm going to leave that there because I feel like you don't play fair. Mm-hmm. So
know what you said?
Through that tweet, I found out he had a wife.
He had a wife.
But he was talking about, like, you just continue to scroll. I guess as a man, you're going to end up seeing some ass and titties at some point.
Yes.
And I guess he was pretty much alluding to, in order to not have the temptation to stay off social media. Well, first, what are your thoughts? Because I have some comments, but I want to know thoughts first.
If you do not believe that you're strong enough not to indulge in or partake in other people outside of your marriage, then I guess that would be a good idea. But that's, I don't think, going to change anything. If you go out into the world, there's still going to be ass and titties everywhere. So how is
ass and titties?
Yeah. So how is so what you going to do? Not go out into the world?
Right.
So I think that just means you need to work on self. I don't know, be stronger.
Your self-control.
Yeah.
And also curating what you see.
Yeah, because you got to follow all them naked bitches online.
You sure don't. So, I mean, because that translates also, like, into, like, real life as well. And it's also very interesting for someone who's in the entertainment industry.
Look, you're going to be around naked bitches in your video.
You just had a music video with India,
Don't get me lying.
India Love? was in the video, I believe. Yeah, India Love was in your video. That's a lot of men's like thirst for a woman. So that's more of a temptation because she's right in front of you,
which I'm quite
versus
sure.
something on social media. So I'm just curious as to, are you going out of your way in other realms besides just social media to avoid certain people in order to...
Well, he can't really. He's in literally the music industry. I don't understand how he's going to do that.
Right.
Like, in a physical...
Let me beat that pussy up.
One more time. Yeah, so I don't know how he's supposed to do that. Like online, okay, cool, that's online. But you literally are in the music industry. You got dancers that's going to be half naked. Or even if you're fully dressed, you can see a big ass in a outfit, or a big ass titties. You can see all of that.
Right.
So even if it's a gorgeous face that you're attracted to. So I think that's just more of self-control and discipline and not wanting to cheat on your significant other. I feel like should be possibly, the height of those things. Like, I don't want to hurt my significant other, so I'm not going to do these things.
Yeah.
Or I don't want to do them just because I don't want to. I don't know.
Curious as to how long they've been married. He looks pretty young. Let's see how old he is. He looks rather young.
I'll say he was like 23, 24. But I have no idea.
Young Bellew. Young Bellew. He is... Usually when you look up somebody's name, guess the first thing that comes up is usually their age. Guess what's not coming up right now?
Does that have a date of birth?
Motherfucking age.
Nothing.
Hold on. I typed his name wrong too.
That's crazy.
I typed it in correctly, so I didn't get it. So let me type in age. That's probably where I also...
OMG. 8 years later.
Oh, let me see. He's 27.
Okay.
Looks like he has a child, too. More than one child, possibly. Yeah, looks like he has 2 sons and a wife.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. He's got 2 younger kids. One looks like about maybe 6 or 7. The other looks like maybe 4. 3, 4 years old.
Oh, that's cute.
Interesting. So, yeah, I wonder how, especially with... It's just interesting to see him say, how you need to, curtail your social media intake, but just who he is as an individual. You're a rapper, so you're in that life a lot. So what are things that you're putting in place in real life to avoid any type of urges
scandal
that you have? Yeah, because you're going to get fried if you get caught cheating, my guy. You're going to get super fried if you get caught cheating. Like, it's going to be a wrap for you.
Your brother already did get caught.
It going to be a whole wrap for you, son.
I don't know. But hopefully he doesn't. And, he's faithful and he's out there, being a faithful black man, like they say.
Black men don't cheat, right?
That's what they say. No comment on that. We're going to go ahead and move forward and talk about Willow Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, on a live performance of Whip My Hair, she decided to have her head shaved at the live performance.
And this is not, she does a lot of,
interesting things
with her hair, specifically.
I think Willow and, Jaden.
Well, specifically after she made the song Whip My Hair in defiance of her father, because he kind of wanted her to pursue the music career, she shaved her head after debuting that song. But she has been doing some very, I think, I'm really loving who she is evolving into as a person, and as she's doing it publicly, like, it's whole entire, like, supporting, like, black women are not, like, this monolithic thing, they're not this one way, like, she's doing, like, the alternative music, she's just kind of representing herself as she wishes, she's not pushing a lot of things that are pressed upon women as a whole, but specifically black women, like, she's just her own individual. I think it's pretty cool, and I really like the music she's putting out right now, too, like, the sound is very unique. I
have not heard any of it.
Really?
You don't listen to the radio?
So I
or any of that.
So she kind of gives me like Paramore vibes a little bit with the new music she's putting out. Yeah, I'm really digging just kind of the aesthetic of what
I might
she's
have to
doing.
check it out and see.
Yeah, she's like, obviously, as you saw in the video with her, she's playing her own guitar.
Yeah,
like,
I saw that.
She's
I was like,
really.
She better go ahead while she getting her head shaved, was playing the guitar. I said, see, I ain't got time for that. Because what if you move your head the wrong way and shit just get fucked?
That's that multitasking.
Apparently, we're not good at it, huh? Not on that
Hell
level.
no. I don't have to ever play the guitar. I'm not. I say I'm not that coordinated, but I guess over time you practice things, you get better. But Lord, that guitar, that's something else right there.
Not for you.
That is something right. There's a lot of fingers moving.
It's
I feel like
much.
I'd be breaking fingernails.
You don't like fingers moving?
Only in certain situations. You got a little bit of twiddle down.
I almost said something, but I kept it to my.
You gotta chill. We gotta put you on a chill button.
Why?
You got no chill.
What do you mean?
You trying to make the block hot.
What?
The block is hot.
I don't know about that.
The block is hot.
Goodbye. Anyways.
Yeah. You had sent me a video earlier. A little music video.
Yes, of Normani and Cardi B called Wild Side.
Yeah.
And Normani was looking good up in that thing. I said, you better go ahead. Outfits was nice. And she was fucking up their moves.
I was very intrigued at the point where she was dancing.
With herself.
Yes.
I was like, me
said,
too.
how did you do this?
I was intrigued as well. And I was like, bitch, I gotta watch that part again. It was crazy.
I was like, is this you? Is it a twin?
I really had to look because I was like, it must be a different person.
It looks like your thighs are touching one another as you like interlock your
legs.
legs.
It was crazy.
I said,
liked
how? How are you doing it, Sway?
I really did enjoy it. So I liked it. And Cardi came in at the end, standing there with her booty out and long ass hair.
You know, there's a line that people are very perplexed about. I don't really know why they're so perplexed because it's a line. It's Cardi. She says off the wall.
Line in this song?
Yes.
Okay. What is it?
I guess she was kind of like boasting on her head game.
Yes. She said she gets the straw.
She could suck a watermelon through a straw.
Bitch. I said, God damn. Bitch.
People are like, is that really possible? Why would you say that? I'm like, she's letting you know
that her throat game is on fire.
It's crazy.
And y'all over here, y'all lacking, is what she's saying. That's what I heard. Because when she said that, I said, bitch, yes. You better go ahead and suck it through a straw.
I could probably suck a watermelon through a straw.
Bitch.
Now, my question. So while that sounds like, yeah, bitch, get it, to a man, does that sound appealing?
So basically, she's just saying that
she got super suction.
Yeah.
But, like, does that sound appealing to a man? Well, we may seem like that sounds, like, really enjoyable.
I'm quite sure.
We also don't have a penis. So, like...
Very true. I definitely don't have a penis, so I don't know about that. But I would think
because the person I saw that questioned it was a man. Like...
Oh, he said, I don't like that?
Or he was just like, how would that work? That's not even possible. Like, he was more or less questioning the mechanics of it. Like,
well, obviously, sir. Obviously. I feel like they would be okay with it, but I guess I don't know. I'm not
maybe some suction is too much suction.
True. That's why you have to know what your partner like.
Could be painful. You know?
But I'm quite sure she's not just like I'm quite sure there's more that's into.
Like, I got it.
Yeah. I'm so glad it's not on video.
Just see the hand.
But I'm saying, like, I'm quite sure it was more than just she sucked. Like, y'all know what sucking dick is. So anyway, next. I'm not explaining this.
Yeah, that video was very visually appealing.
Yes.
It was nice.
That line had me weak. I ain't gonna front. I knew what you were talking about when you started. I was like, oh, fuck, I know the line. Ah, bitch. Because I literally was over here like, yes, bitch, you better. Tell them what you do. Tell them that you the star. But yeah, so I liked the video altogether. And Normani was fucking it up. And I was okay, you better go ahead and fuck up these dance moves.
Facts. Yeah, so I've been seeing a couple. I meant to listen. Kalani and Candace Leigh have a collaboration song together. It's called Best Friend. I meant to listen to that, but I didn't. So I'm here keep doing these collaborations that people aren't expecting you to have. I kind of expect Kiana Lady, but I definitely did not expect Normani and
Cardi B
at all.
Yeah.
At all.
So I'm glad it turned out to be a good song.
Yes, yes. So, the topic of the day, wanted to get to it last week, but we ended up going on like a really good conversation tangent. But I still wanted to come back around and talk about it today. So, Keri Hilson pretty much posted a tweet, and she used a bunch of synonyms in it. She says...
She looked it up in the dictionary, baby.
She said, what's an equivalent to this? What's a synonym to this? All right, what's another synonym? Because I need to make sure I cover all the bases.
Yeah, so that they all understand what I'm trying to say with my 15-word synonym quote. Go.
So she said, men who provide emotional security and display wise leadership will get the softest, most feminine, relaxed, trusting, guard down, submissive, nurturing version of their women.
That was 7.
That was 7 words. So, first, I want to know if we think that is true. If we think that there are traits in our significant other or that we're dating that bring out different traits that may not be normal for them to display. I can't speak on whether or not. The way I interpret it is a woman who has masculine traits will submit those traits to a man who brings these traits.
Correct.
Not that, all women are under this type of guys thing. So first, it sounds like we're on the same page. We're both interpreting the same, like masculine women in terms of independency.
Well, I think she's talking about any woman, but I think the most I am interpreting it the same way you are. That it is mainly for masculine women or who may have masculine traits that when a man is masculine and shows leadership and is emotionally available,
it allows her
to be able to release or to, what's the word I'm looking for? At least the only word I can think of. Apparently I need a synonym.
Look at you. Playing her ass, and you want a couple words to describe it.
I just need one more, not 6 more. But, so I think that a woman has masculine traits whenever they find or meet a man and fall in love, etc., and that man is able to do those things alongside of provide, but also be a leader, is a protector, all of those things that a woman wants. She's able to, I cannot think of the word that I want, but it falls. What is the word that I'm trying to think of? Sheds or something. Yes, I don't know. Something of that nature, but that's probably the word I'm thinking.
Sheds reminds me of snakeskin.
But basically that's what, right. It's released. She no longer has to be. Most women that have that masculine traits is because they had to be at some point. Whether it was, they're the only girl in their, family. I don't know. And there's a bunch of boys. So, you usually get traits from the people you hang out with or whatever it may be. Or, maybe she's the only girl in the family. Or maybe she just had to grow up faster than she should have because of things going on with their parents or whatever it could be. Right. A lot of things happen, with the women. So they have to usually grow up faster than some boys may have to. So then they have those traits like, okay, I have to be the provider. I have to take care of my siblings because I'm the eldest or whatever it may be. So they usually have those traits. But if you find someone that is able to release that from you, I definitely hold on to that motherfucker. Yeah,
absolutely. I think I 100% agree with that. Myself being a dominant female and being someone who can display male traits when it's absolutely necessary. I have no problem doing so.
No problem squaring up.
Absolutely not. If people don't, if I feel like the people around me are not set to take care of things, then I'm there to be prepared and rise to the occasion. I've actually dated someone before that almost made me feel like, and I very quickly in that situation, I did it. because I was understanding I'm taking on more of a role than what I should as the woman here. Like, I'm the one who's communicating with everyone who talks to us. I'm the one who is having to pay attention when things are being said, like when your instructions are being given or like where we're supposed to go next. I'm more paying attention and understanding what the directions are versus you just kind of fucking around and you'll kind of figure it out later and we're left to kind of like play diddly-da and like just figure shit out as we go. Or, for example, like while we're walking, I'm the one walking on the outside. I don't like that.
I definitely don't.
Women and children, I feel like always should walk on the inside. Like when I'm walking with my nieces, they walk on the inside of me. Like, or like, what was another situation? Like, I think there one time we went out drinking, they got obliteratedly drunk. And it made me instantly feel uncomfortable because I'm like, if something happens, you're not going to be set to take care of whatever happens and goes down. You've completely lost all of your ability to control yourself. I now have to pull back and play like the person who watches over everybody or like is perceptive about what's going on in our surroundings. Like, I no longer feel safe and secure with you. I feel like I have to be my own safety now. Like, so for, I think it's very much true that you can't really expect a woman to want to be submissive to you in that way, like trusting, feminine, if you're not going to lay the foundation to allow her to feel that way.
Correct. Absolutely. 100%.
So I think it's very unfair when people judge a lot of times women who are like that are labeled as like this modern woman. And I think that's very unfair.
Or aggressive.
Yes. I feel like that's very much unfair because there are a lot of men who expect that from women but don't know or are not willing to rise to what it requires to get that from a woman.
Submissiveness?
Absolutely. Trusting, feminine. Like, for me, if you do not check me, or if I do not feel like I will be checked, I will run over you. Like, I will joke you like you're one of the dudes, and I'm going to hurt your feelings. But if there's, like, that respect thing that's laid down, because I know you're going to give that back to me, then I'll, like, but if not, I'll almost, like, seek you out like a bully, and, like, I'll hurt your feelings. Like,
you out here bullying me?
Yeah. If you allow me to bully you, I know you're not ready for it. Like, I know that you're not going to be the person for me. Like, I can't have no man who's just going to take shit from me and just be like, oh, so you're just going to do that? Yes, I am. And if you let me do it, I'm going to continue to do it. Like, and I don't even feel like I'm like, I'm curious as to which one reminds you. But like, if you let me, I'm going to do it, and I don't want someone who's going to let me do it. I need to have that perceptiveness that's not going to be how that works, and that you're not going, like, and it's also not cool with you for me to feel like I have to be the protector when we're out. Like, I've always had to play that protector role, so I don't want, right. So I don't want, so because I've always been the protector, because I'm the oldest of children, oldest from children from a single mother. Like, I've always had to be that protector role. Always. So I want to feel safe when I'm with you. If you don't make me feel safe, I will become that protector over both of us. And I'm going to cut you loose the moment I feel that way. Because I never want to feel that way in your presence.
I 100% get that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm trying to think if I've really had to be the protector when dating someone, but I think the only person was probably my ex-husband. Why you say?
If I could whistle better, it'd be louder.
I can't whistle at all.
Whistle while you twerk. Na 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 na.
But I would have to say, because I'm trying to think back, and going out with certain people, I knew they definitely would. They would have whatever needed to be handled.
Right.
Of course, I would be there to assist if assistance was needed, but I wouldn't have to be the one doing it. For, I would say, my ex-husband, I definitely think that I was more of I think I played the more masculine role.
Right.
In that. I was definitely Like, if you stepped, then I was the one that was probably going to raise hands.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. And I don't like that. Like, I really, if we go out, I want to make sure that we are definitely protected. However, you should be the one doing the protecting. And then again,
protected, safe.
Exactly. And, like I said, if something pop off, I got your back. And I feel like it's just not the physical. I don't know. It definitely has to do with trust. Being able to trust someone, I think, is very important. I've had to realize that you can't blindly trust people, though.
We did have a talk about this. We did have a talk about understanding, because you've been very firm on, allowing people the space to hang themselves, giving them enough room to hang themselves, essentially.
And that's normally what I do.
And it sounds like there's been a
change.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that that's not good for my life.
Right.
My whole motto was trust, until they prove you otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
But, just like in jobs, ours like to say trust but verify.
Right.
That's how I think maybe that's what I'll, be doing is trust but verifying.
Mm-hmm.
But before they would say, X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, all right, cool. And that just be it. But I've had to realize that is not good for me. Because I think a lot of situations probably could have been cut short if I would have trusted but verified, or maybe just not trusted.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I don't do much trusting with people in general. It's very difficult to gain my trust. And I think everyone takes that approach differently. They're the ones that trust but verify, those who trust until you prove otherwise. I'm definitely, I leave you kind of a negative space, like a neutral ground, and you can either gain it or you can not have it.
Mm-hmm.
But you never start off with one versus the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Trust is very touchy.
Yeah.
And experiences definitely shape how you handle
Absolutely.
trust.
Absolutely. Yes. That's all I got on that. Absolutely. Anything that you've gone through previously will definitely shape how things go future-wise with different people, whether it's a new friend or a new person you're talking to or whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
So I've definitely had to realize that
not everyone's deserving of it.
Yes, those words there.
But I think also with that quote from her, it's also because not every man wants to be that role too. Like, not every man is that dominant person. So it's also understanding like who you're dealing with to understand if that's something that you're able to do with that person. Because some men either just, aren't outspoken. They aren't, a protector. They don't like that role. And so, I mean, you can't look for someone to fill a space that's not naturally what they're going to do. So it's also understanding that piece. And also, some women, not gonna lie, be dominant women and don't want to submit to nobody. But act like they want to. And make it damn hard for themselves and the people that they're dating. So I'm like, sis, damn well you're not gonna submit to nobody. Damn well you're not gonna submit to nobody. So I'm not even sure why we playing this game.
Yeah, I definitely know some people that are a female that's very dominant and will not. I cannot imagine them submitting to anyone ever. Like ever. So I definitely get that. I don't understand why a man wouldn't want to be a protector. I think that's just interesting to me. I
think it varies. I think so. It's interesting because I've dated someone who I feel like very much believed that they were that person, but when they walked in the world, they did not command that type of respect. Like, they walked through the world very passively and, like, was very shocked or upset when they felt like someone tried them. And I'm like, but you don't walk, like, when you walk into a room, you don't command that from people. When people talk to you, you don't stand up and make eye contact. Like, it's all about, in like, postures, mannerisms. Like, you can't demand something, but you don't possess that thing.
But it doesn't mean he wouldn't protect you out into the world.
But, like, you can't, but at the same, I'm not saying that they wouldn't protect, but it's kind of like, if you don't set certain boundaries in place in the world, you're going to encounter more people trying you than you need to.
Because they believe that you are ussy.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Because they're paying attention to how you're moving. Right.
Okay. I got
they're paying attention to how you're moving, so you're more likely to be tried. Because you're not presenting yourself as someone who's not like to be played with in that manner.
Okay. I get it. I understand now.
You picking up putting down?
I am. At first I was like, okay. But yes, I get it.
Yeah, so some people just get surprised when people don't give them the respect
that they believe that they should have.
But then they also don't navigate the world
with that.
With it, yeah. Okay. Their attitude just doesn't match what they want in terms of the end result.
Okay. Okay, I understand.
You know. That's the piece on it. Like I said, it on both sides of that equation, wanting a wise leader, emotionally available, which also a lot of women have to understand, asking for an emotionally available man may not always fit that cardboard cutout of what you're looking for in that particular dominant man.
Ready, available man is,
may not have a lot of them toxic ass traits that you're looking for in the men too. Because don't lie, a lot of women like them toxic ass traits.
Like what?
Just men just being like just very dominant and aggressive. You're not gonna find a lot of them in the same balance with an emotionally available, stable, and ready
unless they're dominant sexually.
Okay, that's not what she's talking about.
Well, I'm just saying, yes, but some men can be emotionally ready, but and dominant. I feel like there are some out in the world. I don't know how many there are, but I think there's some out there in the world that is able to possess all of those characteristics. I'm going to put that out in the world. And I claim one in the name of Jesus.
Amen. Can you claim one for me too? Claim one for both of us?
You can claim one for you, but go ahead and claim it.
Why can't you claim for your friend?
I don't think that's the thing.
You can.
Okay. I claim it for a fee baby as well. But mine come first, though.
You can't like simultaneously?
We can do simultaneously.
The disrespect coming from my friend here, y'all.
But if not, then mine come first.
I get mine first.
No, I'm just playing. But yes, I think we deserve those type of men. They're out there in the world.
Yep. Like I said, just understanding what you want.
Yeah.
Understanding realistically who you will be. Like I said, I do think there are a lot of women who fool themselves who are dominant women who feel like they can be that person to a man and kind of get it all fucked up when that's not how it ends up being.
Correct.
When they're in a relationship. Just be really realistic as well about what you're willing to put into a relationship.
And what you're going to accept.
Exactly. Exactly.
Those are important things. And those are conversations you definitely need to have with that person, to make sure y'all on the same wavelength, on the same page. You on page 1 and he on page 1, not you on page 3 and he on page 75. Well,
he's on the preface.
Exactly.
He ain't even got into it. He's on this book was authored by, and dedicate this with the dedication page, you on chapter 13.
There has to be some type of,
at least be the same chapter somewhere.
Hopefully, same page would be perfect, but perfection, it takes some time, so we'll go with chapter is good. Hopefully not the first page and the last page of the chapter, right. But maybe somewhere in the
let's be within 5 pages of one
something in there. We can work through that. Maybe he's just a slow reader. Just a slow reader.
Well, guys, like always, we appreciate you guys.
Yes.
I'm pretty proud of us. We're going, July? We're going into August here soon. We coming up on, 3/4 into the year? We're almost a year strong in this.
Oh my God. What we going to do? We're going to have to do something for our year anniversary.
You know what? I'm glad we need to think about this now. I'm glad we talked about this here now, because I don't know.
Yeah. Fee baby going on our planet. Dominant.
I don't know. We equally have to share this one, babe. We co-workers on this.
I'm going to post it, and she's going to plan it. Equal.
I hate it. I hate it here. But I'm very, I'm proud of our growth. I'm proud of us being consistent.
Yes, that's key, baby. And that's key in relationships, y'all. Consistency.
Life is all about consistency.
Facts.
It's all about just doing what you want and keeping it
doing what needs to be done.
So, but, misguided hoes.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and tell everybody.
Yes. And, I think as we continue, just want to make sure that we just remember that, life is tough, my dear. But so are
you. I was like, what are you about to say? I thought you were gonna go deep or something.
Right?
Your ass. I was ready for a whole deep thing, and nah, I can't. Really? And just remember that each of you are beautiful, and to never stay what?
Stagnant
in your motherfucking life.